one reason why you have to be transparent about a season of failure, which is a time when you thought something was God and wasn't, is because you're in danger of classifying a spiritual sense of being God and it wasn't. So if something's not consistent with his word or his nature, you have to come to a place where you're willing to abort it. Here's some of the pitfalls. Pride, you not wanting to be wrong, will cause you not to abort. This will mess your walk up. And let me tell you, I have seen this time in and time out. Now, I'm teaching you a spiritual principle. You want to accurately know God for real? You want to hear God and know God is touching you and he has spoken to you in a real way? Well, it's going to come from, number one, humility. You have to be willing to look back at certain seasons and not just try to make God fit in it. I can explode on this point right here. Not to make God fit in it, but to accurately say that wasn't God. Now, here's the danger. Because if you say it was God and it was not God, you have now allowed a spiritual sense to be left on the inside of you that the enemy at will can manipulate or move through that same sense to cause you to do something else that you say is God and isn't God. Then you have a fake ministry. Now your ministry is off. Now sometimes you hit and you miss. You better hear what I'm saying. This is the secret. And this is why so many people miss it. And all it is that stops them is pride. If you abort that place and you're willing to say it wasn't God, you shut down a sense and you cause God to create a different sense in you that is him. And when I look back and I see some patterns even in my own personal life, because I only know God through me. And when I look back at if I had any type of accuracy in my ministry, it was because I was willing and able to say, you know what? That wasn't God right there. I've had about 4 reset moments in my life where everything began to misfire. And too many people started speaking into my life, so I lost his voice. And I had to go into prayer and say, okay, God, I'm a little lost right now. I'm not going to try to preserve this or try to preserve that. I want to go through a reset mode. Speak again, Lord. God's not robotic. He's relational. You think that God doesn't understand that you can misfire and be off, and you may have revealed too much information to too many people, and so you got a lot of soulish stuff going on in you, and you just don't quite know where God is? You don't think he doesn't understand your humanness, and he's not sovereign enough and God enough to just speak again and reestablish a new sense?